Several episodes back, Gladys Culkelly asked us to investigate a mysterious distress signal that originated from Roseway. We can listen to this distress signal aboard the Unreliable.
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Roseway is located on Terra 2. It's the second landing pad that becomes available to us in the game, but unlike Edgewater, Roseway appears to be deserted. Even Parvati notices how desolate it is here when we arrive at the landing pad.
Don't they have anybody to greet arrivals? For paperwork or ticketing or what else?
We do find a small amount of loot at the foot of the landing pad, though, including 3 mag picks, some bit cartridges, and a couple bottles of Purpleberry Punch. Making our way down the road to the west, we come to the body of a corporate commander, caked in blood.
Captain, something bit them. Something with more teeth than is strictly necessary.
Yeah, I'd say so, Parvati. This guy definitely got mauled to death by something. The only question now is, what? Up ahead, we spot something strange in the middle of the road. An automechanical loader that looks as though it's malfunctioned. We see sparks spraying out from the side.
Please, clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of no less than 10,000 bits.
Circling around to the other side, we find a dead Raptidon wedged beneath the mechanical's lift, its blue blood staining the cobblestone walkway. But as unsightly as this scene may be, it's nothing in comparison to what lies ahead. Just outside the gates of Roseway, we find the aftermath of a battle between man and beast. Blood is everywhere. I honestly think this is one of the goriest displays I've seen in the game yet. It's almost stomach-churning. But wait a minute. These bodies belong to scientists. What on earth was going on here in Roseway? To find out, we can head through the front gate, where the gore doesn't get any better, by the way, and speak with a man named Burke.
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps.
What on earth happened here, Burke?
Alarms went off, raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and them beasts.
You say the Raptidons broke loose? Did you have them caged up or something?
Forget I said anything about that.
Okay, well, what can you tell me about them then?
Wish they tasted like Sissy Pig. Them's good eating.
Oh, thanks. That's helpful.
Don't mention it. Anything else you'd like to know?
Yeah, let me cut to the chase here. We received a distress call up in the Groundbreaker. Were you the one who sent it?
Distress call? From here? Shit. They told me that weren't allowed.
What? Why not?
Got me. I just do what I'm told, and I was told not to do such.
That's strange. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you received orders not to issue a distress call because you don't want anyone visiting Roseway. Are you, or someone, hiding something? Burke, tell me who's in charge of this place.
Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the comm center.
Great, I'll go have a chat with him.
Oh, before I forget, Clio's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
Yeah, better than nature. Sounds legit to me. The comm center is just up ahead to the west. Inside, we find Anton Crane.
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you?
You must be Anton Crane.
I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked. Everything's under control now, though, truth be told.
Alright, I'm not gonna stand here and play games. Let's cut to the chase. Tell me what happened.
Yes, of course. Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us, shot up our labs and loosed our research subjects, the Raptidons. If those cretins get their hands on my research, well, they'll need not kill me.
Here, we can pass a dialogue check and say, if you tell me what you're researching, I'd have a better idea of what's at stake here.
You have a point there. It most decidedly cannot make this situation any worse. All right. We were tasked with formulating a new and improved dental gel.
Wait, you mean to tell me that this is all about toothpaste?
One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental hygiene. May I continue?
Oh, please do.
While doing research on enzymes specific to the Raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective appetite suppressant ever.
You can talk it up however you want, Anton. At the end of the day, it's still just toothpaste. Diet toothpaste, I guess.
Not just any diet toothpaste. The ultimate diet toothpaste.
It's still not worth your life. I wouldn't care if it was the ultimate rocket fuel.
Oh, I'm certain it could be made into that as well, with only a few changes to its molecular composition. But you're missing the point. Let's focus for a moment, shall we? Even if you disregard the obvious value of Auntie Clio's Appazap diet toothpaste in and of itself, we're talking about my career here as well.
Appazap?
Nice, is it not? Came up with that myself. It's a shame our marketing department is almost as befuddled as my co-workers here.
I see. Well, good luck with all that.
No, please, hold a moment. This is highly irregular, but circumstances force me to improvise. Might I interest you in an arrangement of sorts?
I'm listening.
You resolve my situation, and I'll see to it you're well compensated.
So, in other words, you want me to remove the outlaws, retrieve your research, and handle the Raptidons?
Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out. The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my code and keycard. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass by the town's original... by the Grand Architect. Jameson. He's in the old lab.
Who's Jameson?
My protege. I sent him to retrieve some metabolic precursors, and I forgot him.
Well, that's just great. You left him to die, Anton. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Don't you think it weighs on me? He was my responsibility. All of them are, regardless of their thinking on the matter. If he has died, too many have been lost. Too many black marks against my name. And far too much paperwork.
Wow, it seems to me like you only care about yourself here, Anton, I gotta be honest. But look, I'd hate to see another innocent life lost after all this, so I'll go out and find him. I'll be back. As we head out of the comms building, Parvati expresses concern for Jameson.
I don't know about Dr. Crane's research, but we ought to find Mr. Jameson. He's gotta be all alone and scared.
You're right, Parvati. The research can wait. Right now, we have to find Jameson and get him to safety. We'll retrieve Anton's research and deal with the Mother Raptidon in a future video. Now, full disclosure here. I took the scenic route to get to the Auntie-Biotics lab. There's a much easier, faster way to get there if you leave Roseway from the south. Instead, I left through the northern gates that we first entered in through, so I basically had to go all the way around Roseway when I could have just cut directly through. Rounding the top of a hill, the lab suddenly comes into view. But then, out of nowhere, we get attacked by a pack of Raptidons. Now that we can get a good look at the lab from the top of the hill, we notice that there's smoke billowing out from the roof. And, oh no, poor Jameson is trapped inside. I hope he's okay. Looking through our scope, we spot a mechanical patrolling the grounds. As I was heading over to loot the mechanical, I noticed Parvati running towards something on the opposite end of the building. This gave me the perfect opportunity to head around back for the flank. With the mechanical dead, we can take another quick lap around the building to pick up any loot that we missed. There's a bypass shunt and some heavy ammo on the ground along the east side of the building, and on top of some containers on the opposite side, we find 2 mag picks, Stogie Slims, and a bottle of Trippistout. Nearby, we can also grab some energy cells and a jeweled ring inside of a bin. When we're ready, we can make our way to the front of the building and head inside. In the main lobby of this lab, we find 3 doors, 2 of which are unlocked, and 1 that we have to hack into using 5 mag picks. Behind the previously locked door is a hallway heading south, but I wanted to finish exploring the lobby first, so I chose not to walk down it just yet. Behind the front desk is an open room where we find another dead body. Does this mean there's Raptidons waiting for us up ahead? Near to the body is the Clio Lab office keycard, which is an important item for this quest, so make sure you grab it. There's a moderate amount of loot in this room in various bins and lockers, and on the front desk we find a terminal. On it we see the message, "Security Lockdown. All personnel please report to assigned workstations. Report suspicious activity to the nearest site safety engineer." Oh, and we can't forget the advertisement here at the bottom. Tired of itchy acid burns? Try Auntie Clio's artisanal Borst-scented moisturizing cream. Now, of course, anything Borst-related in the Outer Worlds, Borst-wurst, Borsten beans, is made from the hideous Cysty pigs. Boy, a moisturizer cream that smells like pig sounds luxurious. If we select Lift Lockdown Hallway Door, then we get the message, Hallway Door Unlocked. As a protocol, unauthorized entry will be marked in Site Supervisor Crane A's records. I'm assuming that this control unlocks that first door we hacked after entering the lobby. What a waste of 5 mag picks. If we click on Messages, then we can read a series of emails between R. Porter and J. Martinez. I'm not going to read through these emails because all they really consist of is Porter instructing Martinez to think of a new code for the armory lock in the storage facility. Martinez coming up with a convoluted code, and then Porter saying that it sounds perfect. However, reading these messages gives us the storage facility passcode. There's 2 more doors we have yet to open in the main lobby, but we'll find out what's behind them later on in this video. For now, we can head south down the hallway we gained access to earlier, and then pass through a door on our right. This leads to a room with a mechanical and a Raptidon fighting each other. Obviously a scripted event. I could have let the 2 duke it out, but I decided to put them both out of their misery.
Here we go! Armor kits on! Hit it with something else! Everyone alright?
There's a couple of bins we can loot and some goodies scattered about. One thing I will say about the lab is that there is a lot of loot in this place. I'd start to sound like a broken record if I pointed out every single bottle of lotion or tube of moisturizing gel, so instead, I'll just point out the things that I feel are significant, like ammunition, mag picks, bypass shunts, weapons, armor, and so on. That being said, there is a bin on the shelf in this room that I highly recommend spending the 2 mag picks it takes to get it open. There's a plethora of ammo inside, 2 weapon mods, one of which is an extendo sight, and 65 bit cartridges. Heading up the stairs next to the shelf, we come to a door on our right, but this leads back outside to Roseway Gardens. We can't leave just yet though, not until we find Jameson. Nearby, we can pass through a door on our left into a control room. We see lots of screens and consoles, and sitting on a desk against the northern wall is another terminal. On the main page of this terminal, we get the same message about the security lockdown we saw before, but there is a different advertisement. Unsightly bloodstains? Consider Auntie Clio's laundry soap, now with a refreshing lemon zing scent. Oh good, I was waiting for a product like that. Next time I'm cleaning up bloodstains, I'll reach right for the lemony freshness that is Auntie Clio's laundry soap. Come on. The next entry on this terminal is titled Experimental Notes. Clicking on it brings us to a screen that reads Raptidon Fluid Ingestion Test. 1. Objective. 2. Procedure. 3. Results. Sure enough, we're now given 3 more logs that we can read, one for each of the 3 steps in this experiment. We can start with objective. Determine the maximum amount of Raptidon digestive acid that can be safely ingested by humans before adverse effects present themselves. Well, we know Raptidons spit burning acid out of their mouths, so I can't imagine ingesting their stomach contents would be too good for you. Next, we can read the proposed procedure. Slowly introduce increasing amounts of Raptidon digestive acid into the evening meals of randomly selected workers, and observe their overall health. Oh no, there's no way this could have ended well. Oh, those poor workers. Finally, we can read the results of the experiment. 1 milliliter of Raptidon stomach acid. Minor stomach pain and nausea. Safe. 2 milliliters. Minor stomach pain. Extreme nausea. Safe. 3 milliliters. Major stomach pain. Debilitating nausea. Some vomiting. Potentially unsafe in the workplace. Oh man. These people. 4 milliliters. Temporary blindness. Frequent vomiting. Patient unable to describe pain. Unsafe. Well, at least they came to their senses after 4 milliliters. Finally, 5 milliliters. Unable to record symptoms as patients died within the hour. So according to this experiment, it takes about 5 milliliters of Raptidon stomach acid to kill a human being. Doesn't really surprise me, honestly, and I'm shocked that Anti-Clios would think it's a good idea to put that stuff in one of their products. It's just so cruel, I can't even wrap my mind around it. There's a bypass shunt on one of the consoles, and then making our way through a door to the north, we come to a room with more Raptidons.
Nice one! Don't mess with us.
This looks to be an office space. We find several rows of desks, many of which have broken terminals on top of them, except for one that was left completely intact. On this terminal, we can read a message sent to Porter from Anton Crane. According to my records, January 23rd is your birthday. As is protocol, please feel free to enjoy one 10-minute break between your normally scheduled 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock patrol shifts. I sincerely hope that on this day you take a minute and enjoy the fresh air of Terra 2. Brought to you by the thorough kindness of Auntie Clio. Regards, Dr. Crane. Wow, 10 whole minutes? Boy, what a great birthday gift. I had just stepped away from the terminal and begun to loot the room when suddenly...
Look out!
Ah! Where did that thing come from? There's some light ammo on top of a container that we can grab, and behind a makeshift barricade made out of a tipped-over shelving unit, we find a scientist face down in a pool of blood. There's a security blade next to him, which tells us that he likely went out fighting. Heading into a side room to the east, we find a couple more dead scientists, and notably, a locked bin containing quite a stash. We find 5 bypass shunts, 6 mag picks, a tremor cleaver, 30-bit cartridges, and some other minor loot. This is another container that you should be sure to hit in your playthrough. Stepping back out into the office, we see that the only way forward is through a door to the south. On the other side of the door is a hallway with a couple more doors, but before we explore the mysteries that lie beyond, we can take out a few mechanicals lingering below us.
Here we go!
There's a ladder we can use to climb down to what appears to be the primary lab floor. And what a mess it is. Several bodies litter the floor, but strangely they don't belong to scientists. These are the corpses of marauders. I wonder what they were doing here. The best theory I can come up with is that they saw the cloud of smoke billowing up from the building and, thinking that it was evacuated, moved in to loot the place and clean up the scraps, only to be blown to bits by a couple of mechanicals still on patrol in the lab. Towards the southwest corner of this room is another locked bin with, you guessed it, a generous amount of loot inside. This time we can pick up 2 bypass shunts, 3 mag picks, ammo of every variety, a couple of mods, a revolver, and 30 bit cartridges. There's also some Adreno in a cabinet across from this container, and a mag pick and heavy ammo, besides some fallen metallic barrels to the east. We do find a closed door to the west, but rather than go through it, I decided to climb back up the ladder and head down that hallway we saw earlier. However, we've been here before. This is the hallway we find right after we travel up the stairs in the room with the brawling mechanical and Raptidon, the one near the control room and the door leading out to Roseway Gardens. With that in mind, we can travel back down the ladder, across the lab floor, and then through the door to the west. However, this doesn't lead anywhere new either. In fact, following a hallway north leads us right back to the main lobby. We've explored most of this area, except for the 2 doors that we never opened, one to the west and the other to the east. The western door leads to a small storage room. Surprisingly, there's not too much loot in here, but we do find a collective tossball card in one of the bins sitting on a shelf. Heading back out to the lobby and traveling through the door to the east, we find a bathroom. Nothing too out of the ordinary at first, but what's this? The southern wall has been completely blown apart, creating a short tunnel that connects the bathroom to the lab floor. Sure enough, inside this tunnel, we find 2 more dead marauders. Looks like my theory was correct. They were trying to break in here and reach the lab, probably because that's where all the chemicals and supplements are kept. But where is Jameson? Did we miss something? I'm pretty sure we've explored every inch of the lab, so what gives? It turns out that we did miss something. A locked door back in the office with all the broken terminals. As we approach the door, we hear Jameson calling out for help from the other side.
Help! Somebody get me the hell out of here!
We're coming, Mr. Jameson!
We can use the Clio lab office keycard to get inside and then speak with Jameson.
What? How the hell did you get in here?
Well, first I shot the Raptidons, then I walked up the stairs.
No, I don't care about the beasts. I care about the front door. This is an egregious breach of protocol. How'd you get in?
Really, Jameson? The whole place gets overrun by Raptidons, and you're worried about some company protocol? For your information, though, Anton sent me to get you.
Can't use the centrifuge without supervision. Can't file reports without him double-checking their every word. Can't save myself from mortal peril. It's like he thinks I'm a child. His hands-on management style is coming to a point of contention, I tell you.
Are you telling me that you're upset that he sent me to rescue you?
Please. That man doesn't have an altruistic bone in his body. I just happen to have the metabolic precursors from our last test. I'd wager my last bit that if you brought back the precursors and left me for dead, Anton wouldn't bat an eye.
Why don't you hand them over then? Let's test your theory.
What? No. Come on. There's no call for that. If the way's clear, I'll head on back.
And with that, Jameson heads off to return to Roseway. What a missed opportunity that was! I was really looking forward to putting Anton to the test to see if he truly did care about Jameson's safety, though I can't shake the feeling that we already know the answer. Anyway, once we arrive back in Roseway, we can speak to Anton again inside the comms building.
Oh, it's you. As if my thoughts weren't dark enough already. What is it?
Whoa! What's with the attitude, Anton? I just wanted to tell you that I found your associate, Jameson.
Jameson. I didn't do right by him, did I? Only cared about how he helped or hurt my research.
You really didn't care about him at all, though, did you? It's all about your ambition.
You understand nothing. Me least of all.
With that, we complete the quest Buy His Bootstraps, receive 1,000 bit cartridges, and get a boost to our reputation with Auntie Clio. Even though this quest was centered around rescuing Jameson, I think that we learned much more about Anton Crane. Truth be told, I find him to be a fascinating character with multiple layers. Layers that I fully intend to peel back in an upcoming video. I want to know more about this man. Who is he? Why does he act the way that he does? Does he truly care about Jameson, or doesn't he? If nothing else, this quest got me thinking, and quests that can get me thinking are always good in my book. But what about you? What are your thoughts on Anton Crane? Is he just an annoying, heartless man, or is there more to him than meets the eye? Let me know in the comments below. I post new videos on the Outer Worlds every Wednesday and Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, so be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be alerted when I post new content. If you're so inclined, leave a like on this video too. I'd really appreciate it. I'll be back in just a few days with a brand new video on the Outer Worlds, but that's all I've got for now. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.